I'm so fucking excited. I
Mhm.
would be, oh my gosh, if they ever did a remake for Naruto,
Mhm.
like the animation, and just like remade it. Oh,
I feel like there's
it'd
like
be sick.
there's got to be like a time frame of like when's acceptable to do a remake. So like, how long did it
One
take? One Piece, yeah, from
One Piece for sure, because that was like when we were kids. That's
20
like,
years almost,
yeah,
maybe a little after. I think that feels like the time, like at least 10 years, maybe
no, it's way, yeah, I think it's 20 years.
15, 20 years. Yeah, shit. God, I remember watching that. Like, and yeah, just from the Fox Kids era, like watching it. I think one of the big thing that I was like when waiting on watching it back then was what's his name? They called him Zolo. It's Zoro, right?
It's Zoro, yeah,
Yeah. Zoro, he wanted to be like the greatest swordsman and he
yeah,
wanted to find Mihawk, I think his name
yeah,
is,
yes,
and he got
yes.
his ass whooped.
Oh
So
yeah,
I wanted I think that was the one that's probably the very last thing I watched, like actually following it. I'm like, "Oh shit." And then suddenly they were off air or just stopped. I'm like, "What? Hey! Is that it?" I'm sure it's
yeah. That's it. That's it. He dies. No,
no, he got fucked up bad.
he
He like
dies.
he
They
grabbed
find
his
another
like
person.
he no he didn't grab it. I think he did, but he's like a pen of like
Yeah,
sword
pretty
and like
much.
messed him up. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm that one. I still want to follow up. Like, what happened? I'm sure you know. Like after that, like, did Zolo kick his ass? Did he get
No.
stronger? Is Mihawk
Yes.
back?
No. So so there's so many things I
We
want to
have
share
said
with
it
you.
all.
What?
I asked those questions and you're like, no, yes, no, like you answered it. One of them I said, did Zola get stronger? Yes. Did he get his ass kicked by Mihawk? No. That was like, is Mihawk like a god? What the fuck? A god of swords? Am I missing something?
No, there's so much to it, man. There's so much. At one point, he trains with Mihawk.
That I know,
Like,
I've heard, yeah.
like, Mihawk, he shows up on the island and he's like, "I'm miserable. I suck at swordsmanship." Mihawk's like, "Yeah, no fucking shit." All
Mm-hmm.
right, he's like, "Train me." Mihawk's like, "Get out of here. Come on, kid. Get out of here." And then he just bothers him and finally gets trained. Anyways, no. Zoro is a monster, and one of the funniest things that the community of One Piece says about Mihawk is that he's a fraud.
Mihawk?
Because
Oh.
yeah, he says everyone says that Mihawk's a fraud because he's supposed to be the number one swordsman,
Mm-hmm.
and there has not been a time in the anime or manga where he actually showcases his abilities. He's done a little bit here and there, but there's never been like him just wrecking people. Just left, showing any form of ability that he actually is the number one. So people are like, I think he's fake. Like they all say he's a fraud. They
Mm.
all say that he's just a fraud, and like he yes he trains Zoro, but he didn't really train Zoro. Like it's this whole thing. Like a ton of the community just cracks up about it. They all call him a fraud.
Oh my god.
So
Okay. Is that the same? What's his name? Apparently, he's shown abilities in his movie, The Red Shanks.
Shanks. No,
Mm-hmm.
Shanks is a monster.
Yeah.
They like the
It took him a while to actually showcase what he could do, though, right?
yes, it took him a long time to
That was
showcase what
that
he
was
could do.
another one I was curious about too.
But
So.
but the thing is Shanks has showcased more than Mihawk through the years. Like not a whole bunch more,
Mhm.
but it was like things happen and Shanks showed up and then people were like, "Oh shit. Okay. Like all right, we're good. We're good. We're
Hmm.
not fucking with that." So it was like, okay, that's the respect he holds. And the people that did it were like up there, and in terms of like villains and things like that. So it's like, okay, that's the respect that he holds.
Mhm.
So people cooked onto that and were like, obviously he's strong if these people are doing that. versus Mihawk, where everyone's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, he did an ability to another person, and the other person just kind of like knocked it out of the air, and everyone's like, but look at that. Like, he's supposed to be the strongest swordman, and he kind of got, like, nothing happened.
Yeah.
Like, he's a fraud. So,
Interesting. Okay.
no, Shanks recently has been showcasing his abilities, and in the anime, he literally just had an episode about how fucking powerful he is.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch it, cool. If you'll probably forget by the time, but like basically, Shanks is called something like a warlord of the sea,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a reason. There's a fucking reason.
I was just saying, I don't know if you heard me before I got muted out or something, but
my headset died.
I wanted to even treat this as a social experiment, just so I could hear your point of view, see what it's like. So obviously you, Matt, and Fate have like knowledge of One Piece, so you all know what's happening. What would it be like if I just went in, just watched the movie straight up, no knowledge, and then just get my reaction?
Oh wait, which movie? There's many movies.
The
most recent one?
The Shanks one.
Oh,
because that feels like that's its own standalone, right? Maybe
it is.
Okay,
it is. You can. You're gonna be very confused. You're gonna be like, "Who the fuck are these people?"
I think it might be a treat to all you One Piece people. Just like, I'm down. I want to try it just to see what it's like. It's
fun.
Yeah, that's kind of like my experiment. Like it's a very, I don't know, it's a sacrilege one, but like that kind of a half joking idea is to like have someone entirely fresh, new to Star Wars and watch it in reverse. Just go from like, I don't know if I want to count the newer ones, 7, 8, 9, but like from Return of the Jedi and go backwards.
Yeah.
just to see what happens. Just like, so that way, I don't know. For me, it's like everything's a twist. Like, oh my god, he's Darth Vader this whole time. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. It sounds boring to go 1 through 6 though, because like you just see development. 6, 7, 8. It's like, oh
so
shit.
Confused. You'd be so confused because everything is the climax, and they like start off on an planet already.
Because because everything's like, how are watching like stories and media now? It's because like we stick to one thing, and then you're like fixated on a single character, and so all of a sudden this character has a spin-off show, and then you go within their past. So that's like, can you do that with with Star Wars? Have the one person just like fuck it up for the rest of their life and then see what happens? Like, is Darth Vader different now?
Trust me, this is the way you need to watch it. This is the way.
6,
only real Star Wars fan.
The way we watched it, 6, 7, 8, and then 1, 2, 3. That's probably as close as we had it, because Darth Vader, and then because of spoilers, everyone's like massive thing about Luke being his dad. Spoilers. We kind of knew that, but like I just want someone entirely fresh, never heard of it, maybe curious, but like just watch what happens. From Return of the Jedi, just go straight back. Like, what the fuck? He threw this guy off a cliff, or the Death Star thing. And that's his dad? That doesn't make sense. Oh, wait till you watch Empire Strikes Back. Wait,
oh, you're gonna find out.
No way he did that. Go watch episode 7. Wait, he shot the Death Star down? What? That's got to be it. That's his dad, though. And then I think the pinnacle moment is episode 3. They're like, dude, that's his dad. I want to hear that reaction. Like, no. Just going backwards elevates. I don't know. That's my perspective. Like, that person just like elevates the hype up even more. Like, why Darth? And then all of a sudden, episode 3, what the fuck? Anakin? What the hell's wrong with this dude? Then you go to episode 2, like, oh, this is why he's pissed. And then episode 1, he's just a kid.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, And they went from 2 to episode 1 because they're like, wait a minute, what the fuck? How did he age so quickly?
From 1 to 2. And she's still the same, Padme or whatever. Yeah. What the hell?
He's like, I was 10 the last time you see me.
Yeah.
Now I'm 22. She's like, how does that work?
I don't know. But I think it'd just be a really messed up, but someone who's just willing to do this would.
Oh,
that would be a gift for me for life.
A social experiment.
What the fuck? It's just a kid.
Okay. I kind of did that with George a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what anime I watched. Something was happening. It was Invincible. It was you and I actually.
Invincible.
We watched. It was the first season of Invincible. It was when his dad's beating the shit out of him, and like it's a whole scene. George watched it with us.
He joined in though when we watched it.
He watched it with us, but he had no reference to what was going on. He was just like, I think I'm supposed to feel something, but like I don't care about these characters. Like,
okay.
So
I think I'm supposed to.
I understand what would happen now.
Yeah. I think that's, well, he came in, I don't know if he really literally watched it backwards like that. Episode 8, then 7, and then whatever on. Shit. Yeah, like the best, I don't know, the best people I can try to find are like newborn kids or something. Like, hey kid, can I pay you like $100 to take a survey? I just need to do this. I need to know.
You're gonna be confused the whole time. If you have questions, save it for the end.
The parent's gonna come up who's a Star Wars fan, is like, what did you do to my son? Oh man.
Oh goodness. That poor kid. You remember that time where Luke defeated Vader and then got stuck in the ice planet?
Oh man. So ass like, backwards.
Why did he go to the sand planet right after?
Oh man, I just realized how even more confused it'd be, because if they start on Return of the Jedi, watch it fully through, right? Get to the end, they celebrate. All of a sudden, the beginning of Empire Strikes Back, yeah, he's in the ice planet. Then you have to like build your way up to, oh no, you're my father, and then jumps off the thing. So that's gonna take a lot of time and patience for that person to watch it. But
hold on,
the way it has to work is like it has to be like Tarantino, kind of like there's a movie called, I want to say it's called Memento or something. I barely heard about it. I mean, I heard about it, I never really watched it, but it's like a guy who like tries to collect like everything that he has, like amnesia or something. But he's trying to like,
he tattoos himself. Oh,
yeah, and then he like has to like figure out like what happened and all that stuff. That's the experience I want this person to go through when they watch Star Wars episodes 6 through 1. That's that way it's all like that way everything's just all collecting and like and building up. So I wonder if like the experience will just be much grander than how it is now. I don't know.
God. So something that just dawned on me. Obviously, I haven't had the exact experience you're talking about, but I think I've had something very similar, and it was with Star Wars, because I never watched Star Wars, and my grandparents had it, and my grandpa watched Star Wars, and I remember watching Star Wars and seeing some stuff happen, and then watching the second movie. The second movie is where they're on the ice planet, right?
Yeah.
Where it starts off and they're on the ice planet. Maybe I was just a child and I didn't read the scrolling parts that explained everything.
Oh man, I forgot you have to read that too. Shit.
So I just remember, particularly this one part of that movie when it begins, and they're just on the ice planet, and I was just like, what? How the fuck did they get here? He was dangling for his life. Why are they here? Why are they all in ice? Why is it cold? It was just hot. I
Oh
was
no.
very confused as a child.
Oh shit.
I remember that feeling. Like, thinking about this conversation in that particular experience, I was very confused. Like, why is there a Yeti? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a. I don't know if it's a. I don't want to say evil plan like devious plot.
No, it's an evil plan. It is an evil plan.
I'll understand. I'll take sacrilegious because I know it's a thing, but I don't think it's evil. I think it's a social experiment.
It's a social experiment. It's evil.
Yep.
I don't think that's how you could do crimes against humanity and say it's a social experiment.
One
how that
big
works.
differ.
How you get away with it? It's a social experiment. No one wants a social experiment.
Next time I go to a convention, I have to like advertise a booth and just like please take a. It's a survey.
Have you ever seen or experienced Star Wars at all? No? Oh well, this is the right place for you.
Yeah. Answer these questions. Like, it's gonna have like 6 questions, but the very first one's, have you seen Star Wars? I'm gonna immediately, I see yeses, you're off. You're done. Application revoked. If I see no, like, oh. Yeah, it is. That's the idea.
Oh Lord.
That's the plan.
Well, we'll get back to how that works out for you. So your plan is not Star Wars plan, but your plan is you're gonna watch One Piece, the movie Red. I think I don't remember the title of it. I think it's literally called Red or something like that. Yes, it is a standalone film. It's like Brawly, with Dragon Ball Z, so it's like relevant but not relevant type thing. It's cool. There's a lot of cool scenes in it. You're
sure.
gonna be confused the entire time.
Oh, I know. I'm not gonna be confused. I'm just gonna have a lot of questions.
Oh yeah.
Let me see if it's on. Is it on Prime Video or Crunchyroll?
It might be on Crunchyroll by now. It's been out for a while.
Yeah. Or Crunchyroll, yeah. But it's just I have Crunchyroll on Prime. I have that. Oh yeah, it's there. One Piece film, Red.
Yeah.
How do we want to do this? Do I want to watch this solo and then give you the feedback on a podcast like this, or do we sit and watch together and then you watch me real time and react?
So I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't seen this movie.
What?
I haven't seen this movie at all. But I know every character and I know the premise of the movie. So like I know what's happening. I've read it. I know exactly what the movie's about. But it's kind of funny because it is a standalone movie, and how it starts off, it might give you a little bit of clues to the world of One Piece. Because it does start off when Luffy, the main character, is a kid.
Okay.
It kind of replays. I don't know if it does it exactly again because I haven't watched the movie, but I do know there are scenes with him as a child and Shanks and interacting and stuff like that as a child. So there is some idea of the world. So you will have that, and then from there, you're gonna be like, "What? Who the fuck is this thing?" And I mean that exactly how I said it.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this thing?
Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to be very, very open-minded. I'm going to have a lot of questions. I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to be like, yeah, what the fuck is going on? Who is this thing? What is this thing? Why is that thing? And do you
want answers or do you want
I don't know. I kind of want to just...
We'll stop the movie and then be like, all right, so these are called fish people.
I just want to okay, how about this? It's like if
Or Fishman.
how about like this? If a kid watches Star Wars normally and they have questions like 1, 2, 6 on the way, like, why is the Stormtrooper bad? Like, I'll just be that kid who has questions and you don't have to answer. You just be the one and say, just watch. Just go ahead and answer that. Because that way what it does, it compels me to actually watch One Piece.
Yeah, there we go.
And that's the idea with the Star Wars experiment. It's like, I watch episode 6. What the fuck is going on? He's on a cliff. He's his dad. Oh my god. What the hell? He's Anakin? He's a kid. Like, that's the chain reaction I want to get. And so I think with One Piece, that's kind of like falling into that sort of idea of what my sick mind wants to do.
All right, man. I'm on this board with you. I'm on this train.
Okay.
I'm gonna ride this train with you. I'm just gonna be like, I don't know, man.
Yes.
Everyone there on the train's like, yeah, we're all good, and you're the only one out there with a fucking like swimsuit in a umbrella, and we're all just like, I can't. I don't understand why he's the way he is. I don't know what's going on.
I kind of want to make this an event on Discord too. Like, I want to. I don't know. I just kind of want to entertain the One Piece fans too, and kind of experiment my whole editing setup.
Yeah, of course. No, we'll do. Just set a date, man. Set a date. And I'll try to. I'll be there. I'll try to figure out a way.
I at least want you, maybe Matt and Fate, to like experiment. Like, you all can be like in the audience or on the stage with me, and then just like watch me go nuts. And then like anyone else who's interested, I'll leave it open so they can stay in the audience and just like whatever, or chat, whatever, that kind of thing. That's kind of my entertaining idea. But yeah, I think this is me eating my own words on the Star Wars experiment. So this is the trial of like, because we can't really test this, right? Because everyone loves Star Wars. So this is the closest I have right now. Like One Piece experiment. And then the 2 Star Wars.
Oh gosh, you know what? If this is what gets you into One Piece, dope. We're good.
It might. I don't know. That's the idea too. That's the plan. Like, if watching something from one area just to like be nerdy enough to like understand the lore, that, because again, that's what I feel like that's what media is today. Like, you get so fixated on one series and then you like fall in love with a single character who like died or something. Then you want to like, oh, what's their backstory? Like, you know, like Avengers, Coulson, all of a sudden he's now Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and people are like so crazy about it. Like, you know, those kinds of things. So yeah, if it's like a precursor to what I want to try and stupidly do, let's see what happens. So, oh,
all right. Oh my gosh, it's 1 a.m.
Yeah, I have to get up early though. I'm gonna stop this recording just to look back. And
yes.
This is our proposal, basically.
Proposal to the One Piece fans that you know.
And maybe potentially our podcast. Because it actually looks really good. Like, the way it's all set up, it looks pretty simplified and well done. So I'm going to show it to you.